Yeah, well, yes, massive glitch. Sorry, I got really carried away because I'm really getting into this. We got into this little diary here. Let's see. Interviews at the retirement home may never grow old. The last interview was intriguing, if very brief. Talked to Astrid Janssen. She was over 100 years old. Claire at times did not know a lot about folklore. She claimed that her grandfather's brother had done a year walk. Sadly, she did not know his name. He died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Veltro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm sorry. I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. More interviewers. Nothing worth mentioning. Professor Asp called today. He hinted that the faculty would like to take part in my research. Cool. Followed my visit to the retirement home in the early 20th century, there were 6 households in the Virtual with the surname Svensson. According to the church book, Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The other brother, Daniel Svensson, Svensson died in 1895. Since Astrid said her great-uncle died before she was born, Daniel is the one that supposedly did a year walk. A miller apprentice going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. Ah! Look for the reference of Daniel Svensson in the old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. Another day library, nothing of interest. Bored. I'm about to give up. Excited! Newspapers finally mentioned Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman. He did kill her, okay. Alright, I understand enough Swedish to read some of the words in here, but not enough to translate it for you. But yeah, that's cool. I need to get back to studying Swedish. Information is scarce. Her name was Sinya Nielsen. I'm not sure. And she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found in a field outside the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to this supposed year walk. Ah! Motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently Sinya was going to marry Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas' parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning. Just 17 years old. I feel tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. All there is a great tragedy behind all this. The press seems to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Veltrup during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather particular runestone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claims that there is a definite connection between the symbols in the Stone Age and year walking. You cannot tell me how. I want to check this out. Sorry. Went to the library again, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed I had. I found another article. Feeling upset and a little sad, borrowed the article just in case. Perhaps there's more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Beltrum. 26th. Arrived in Veldrup. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's a rather depressing place to be fair. The weather would not do any place justice. The hotel is empty, besides me, and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. I also asked the chef for the veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. I'm excited about the archive. I'm feeling that I will find something major. I hope so. I am sorry, I'm a horrible reader. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need. Tomorrow reading. And lots of it. Hey, it's my birthday. I know it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve year 1863, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The account records the detail referred to his walk on several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest record of year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the file from the archive. They gave me a little choice. They are closing during the weekend. Wow. Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Senya after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down, and occasionally just refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy, there are certain elements that are new to me. Must write it down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin in Saltstone is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask around about it. Hope it still exists. Oh, cool. What's that? Drove around for hours in the forest today. These woods are... There are woods to get lost in. Asked for directions from every local. Most people never heard of the cabin. I was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt lived there till the 60s. From then, it had 3 different owners. It used only as a summer house until the mid-80s. The rest of the family owned the cabin, only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay it a visit. I don't think there could be anyone there that would mind. This is so cool. The cabin is situated deep in the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought, could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only building I could find in here was underground. The storehouse. I guess it must have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything. I can't imagine there would be anything of significance to see in there. On my way back to the car, I found a strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Is this the thing? Seems to be more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey, and lots of it. Sounds great. I should get some whiskey and come back. No, I don't have any. October 1st. Went to Veltrup Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. A place where the church stands used to be used for worship, even earlier than that. According to the priest I met, he showed me around the premises. I do not know how to read punctuation. But a bouquet of flowers in Cindy's grave, it seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaph read, in memory of our loving daughter, Stinta Nelson, 1877-1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand. Oh gosh. Depressing. Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. Gravestones he has told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. I'm almost out of time. I got 1 minute left. Weather's been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the country archive, had trouble concentrating, trying to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but no great. Look. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were removed from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was a murder case in Veltrup in the early 1890s. Elisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies a good home in exchange for a hefty sum of... Oh gosh! This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little